Hey loves, welcome in. Grab your tea, your fuzzy blanket, your emotional support candle, you know the drill. Today we are doing a Yuletide Winter Solstice collective reading called Where the Shadow Teaches and the Light Returns. So if you've been feeling tired, reflective, or like your soul is asking for a soft reset, yeah, you're in the right room. Let's get into it. Okay, quick Yuletide Winter Solstice fun facts moment, because I love a little seasonal context with my cards. So winter solstice is the longest night of the year, like the universe's official permission slip to sit down, be quiet, and stop pretending you're not tired. After this point, the days start getting longer again, which is why people call it the return of the light. And Yuletide is basically the OG we made it through the dark celebration. Ancient folks were lighting fires and candles, bringing in evergreens, and doing all the cozy ritual things to say, life is still here, hope is still here, we're still here. That's why we've got the Yule log, the lights, the trees, the wreaths, even the mistletoe. All of it is symbolic of endurance, protection, and new beginnings quietly forming under the surface. So if you felt like you're in a personal winter season too, solstice energy is your reminder. The dark isn't a dead end, it's a doorway. Alright, now for real, let's see what the woo wants to say. So before I even touched these cards, I did my whole, okay woo crew, I'm clocking in routine. I cleansed the space, grounded my nervous system, called in the returning light, and yes, I absolutely said hello to the ancestors because we don't do this alone. I offered libation, basically a spiritual thank you and pull up a seat. Then I cleared each deck under candlelight and winter earth energy. So the vibe is safe, soft, sacred, but still real. And I set one big intention for this reading: release, stillness, rebirth. Show us what's leaving, what's teaching, and what's coming back with the light. Here's the headline before we even get to the cards. This season is not here to drain you. It is here to restore you. Like, yes, the calendar may be screaming, do more, but Spirit is whispering, come back to yourself. So this spread is basically a warm solstice hug with a side of truth. Let's see what the cards had to say. Okay, so card 1, what to release. Card 1, what we're releasing with the old year. We got beginnings. And I love this because it's giving new cycle energy, but like gentle. In the imagery, he's cultivating mistletoe, so even in the cold, even in the dark, there's still growth. Even if you're tired, you're not empty. Even if you feel behind, you're not stuck. Also, mistletoe as a symbol, life thriving in darkness, protection, surprise blessings. So if the year wore you out, this card is like, okay baby, but look, something is still blooming. What we're releasing here is that old loop of overexertion, the autopilot, the perfectionism, the let me push through even while I'm running on fumes thing. You know that vibe where you're like, I'm fine, but your spirit is like, girl, lie again. Yeah, we're letting that go. Okay, so card 2, what winter's quiet is teaching us. We got the 4 of Canes. And listen, this card is giving foundation, balance, soul level priorities. We see a cemetery scene, and I know that sounds heavy, but it's actually tender, because the message here is honor your life like it matters. Honor your time like it's sacred. Honor your energy like it's not infinite. This card is basically your ancestors side-eyeing you lovingly, like, stop wasting your sparkle on things that won't matter later. And the offerings here, evergreen, mistletoe, candy canes, are so symbolic. Evergreen equals spirit that lasts. Mistletoe equals protection plus renewal. Candy canes equals sweetness, small joys. So even in winter, even in the dark, love is warmth. That's the wisdom. Stay close to what is meaningful. Let the rest be background noise. Card 3. What the shadow revealed in you. We got the King of Wands, aka the Holly King. So shadow season didn't break you, it forged you. This card is like, you are the fire, you are the light, you are the magician. Even when the forest felt cold, you still had that internal spark. You might not have been loud about it, but baby, you survived. Also, he's leaning on a tree stump with a skull in the scene. So again, we're seeing this theme. Remember, life is precious. Don't postpone living it. This card is like a Fleetwood Mac soundtrack, honestly. I'm hearing the chain, endurance, resilience, spiritual connection that doesn't snap even in dark seasons. So if you've been questioning your strength lately, this card answers, you are stronger than what you just walked through. So, on to card number 4. What light is guiding you back? We got 2 cards, the Child / the Fool and Sinterklaas. So the returning light is faith plus wonder. It's your inner child. It's that part of you that still believes life can be sweet again. The red cloak in the imagery is root chakra energy, grounding, safety, stability, which is important because when your root is out of whack, everything feels like a threat. But when it's aligned, you feel joy, trust, excitement, magic. So the light returning to you isn't a giant spotlight. It's more like a candle relighting from the inside. This is spirit saying, come back to wonder, come back to love, come back to what makes you feel alive. And now we are at card 5, how to enter the new cycle. We got 10 of candles. And if this card had a caption, it would be, put that down right now. This is overwhelm, carrying too much, doing too much, holiday pressure, family pressure, capitalism pressure, just all of it stacked up like a Jenga tower on your back. But the correction here is simple. This season was never supposed to be about overconsumption. It was supposed to be about love, presence, time, connection. And I'm hearing Mariah in the background like, all I want for Christmas is you, which is the Woo Crew saying, love is the whole point. So your renewal comes from choosing what's real, not what's loud, period. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Gifts, Earth energy, manifestation energy. This is your grounding heartbeat for the whole spread. It's saying, manifest a life that feeds your soul, not a life built to impress ads, people, or pressure. Because we've been trained to think more stuff equals more meaning, and that's just not true. You are the magic. You've always been the magic, and this card wants you to live like you remember that. Okay, so quick recap in human language. Rest is holy. Love is the real wealth. And your light is not optional. It is the path. Release burnout. Honor what matters. Remember your fire. Return to wonder. Put down the heavy. Choose presence over pressure. That is the solstice medicine. All right, family, this is our Yuletide Solstice medicine for the month. If I had to bottle the energy of December into one sentence, it would be slow down, soften your grip, and let the light come back to you naturally. This holiday season, plus winter solstice, plus the edge of a brand new year, it's a lot. The world gets loud, the to-do lists get aggressive, and everybody suddenly wants you to be 4 different versions of yourself at once. So let this reading be your reminder that you don't have to earn rest, and you don't have to perform joy. We're closing a cycle. We're listening to the quiet. We're letting the old weight fall off, and we're walking toward the new year a little lighter, a little clearer, and a lot more you. So, take the intentions, take the affirmations, take the prompts, and use them however you need. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it honestly. And before we go, I want to give a real thank you to you for showing up, to the universal energies that keep turning the wheel, and to our ancestors and spirit guides, aka the woo. Because whether you feel them as a whisper, a song, a chill, or that random I just know moment, they're here, and they're invested in your becoming. All right, as always, I'll see you in the cards. Try not to overbook your spirit this month. Drink some water, and if you catch yourself spiraling, just remember, you are the magic, not the holiday pressure, not the shopping, you. Love y'all. Stay rooted, stay soft, stay a little bit mischievous. Until next time, I'll see you in the cards.